Good morning, YouTube. Today I want to say thank you for everyone that subscribed to my channel and that helped me reach 1,000 subscribers. So 1,000 subscribers was always my initial goal to get the channel off and running. 1,000 subscribers is quite a lot. This content is not like other YouTube channels in the way that I can get millions or thousands of hits, thousands of users. It's very specific content on automation of big IP, Kubernetes integration using container ingress services. But to be honest with you, the feedback that I've received, not only from the channel itself, but interacting with customers and friends and family, has been quite inspirational. And it's really helped me to evolve the way I work over the last 3 to 4 years, specifically post the COVID epidemic. And that it enables me to build and record really cool demos. And I've really been thinking about how I take this to the next level with video and potentially some studio updates, or building my own studio at home and kind of gaining or getting that equipment, because I'm interacting with a lot of talented individuals, and it's really good to provide that feedback. And some of the things that we've been working on with the developers and architects on the F5 side, as well as the community, is actually really cool to show. And so this is really my portal that allows me to kind of demonstrate some of the cool things that I'm doing. And I would love to be able to demonstrate more with, video content and all that kind of cool stuff. And so I'm really thinking about adopting more of that and making a traditional YouTube channel and providing kind of updates, what I see in the community, and kind of doing guest speakers and that kind of stuff. But we already have a lot of that on F5 Dev Central and Boo's channel and that kind of stuff. And so I've been really keeping this to kind of the evangelism of CIS and some of the multi-cluster stuff that's coming out now with CIS. We've got some stuff baking at a couple of customers around the world, and it is very cool. And so I'm starting to bring that in, and that's one of the reasons why I've been kind of quiet the last kind of couple of months, is because there's a lot of stuff baking. And so I've got a couple of videos that I'm going to be publishing over the next couple of days that are kind of showing all of the cool stuff that we've kind of brought to light over specifically over the last 3 to 4 months. And so as I get to 1,000 subscribers, 100 videos, I really want to thank all of you for subscribing, sharing, providing feedback with the content. And a lot of this content gets shared, and actually a lot of this content is actually now searchable on Google. And I really, really, really appreciate that. And everybody has motivated me to create amazing content, because as you know, I search for a lot of objects, a lot of specific things, specifically in the world of Kubernetes, and sometimes it's very difficult to find. And if I can latch on to someone that knows something or is able to help me, at least help me make some progress, it's massive. And it's kind of like being that from the OpenStack days, because some of that stuff is quite challenging, and a lot of times we don't have a lot of time to dedicate to just kind of focus and try and figure stuff out. It's very much like, I got to get this done, I got to get this up and running as quick as possible, kind of move on. So I think these types of purpose channels about specifically F5 and automation and kind of integration into Kubernetes is actually quite exciting. And now specifically with the whole focus on what we're doing with AI and how AI is relevant into this world. And so again, I wanted to thank everybody. 1,000 subscribers was really my goal. And kind of now I need to figure out where I take this next. But one thing that you will know is there is plans to be a lot of additional content. So let's take a look at the channel analytics. And a lot of people don't show this, but I actually quite like to share this. And so what does this mean over the lifetime of this channel? And so over the lifetime of the channel, you're currently looking at around about 1,000 subscribers. But I think what's really interesting is the amount of views and watched hours. So you folks have watched around 4,000 watched hours. 4,000 watched hours and 1,000 subscribers is actually where your channel becomes monetized. right? It's where you can actually get ad revenue back from YouTube. But don't get me wrong, folks. It's 4,000 hours per year. That's not my goal. If my channel generated 4,000 hours in 365 days, I'd be thrilled. That means that the content that is there is of really good content and people are watching from start to finish. And that would be great. But 4,000 watched hours in the total life of the channel is absolutely amazing. If you think about it, when we attend training, we might only attend an hour to 2 hours of training, right? And so to have 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watched hours with 60,000 views is, to me, it's incredible. And some of the top videos are, for example, OpenShift routes with F5, fast and easy. Absolutely. You can see almost duration of around 4 minutes, right? With 25, 2,500 views. That to me is incredible. The most second watched video is migration. It's journeys. How do I migrate stuff off big IP? How do I migrate stuff from one big IP to the next? How do I interact with hardware? It's the discussion around journeys. It's almost my second top video with a active 6 minutes of watch time. That to me is incredible. And it kind of if as a PM, it kind of tells me what's working and what's not. The kind of like the third one here is the integration with VS Code. These are massive. To be able to automate a big IP through an editor is crucial. Now, I'm going to talk about this next, using an editor within big IP to automate. Right? That is very clear. The question is, should the editor be built into big IP or should it be outside? I like the aspect of it being outside because then Microsoft maintains it. We just maintain the plugin. And of course, the fourth one here, look at this. Best practices. So best practices on the API. I work with many customers and I see many SRs and prioritize many different issues. I know what the challenges are with the API. And so I put this video out and I'm going to continue to do these best practices. In fact, I'm going to probably do one with Big AP next, probably do one with some CIS and maybe get some hardware folks to actually do additional information there. Prometheus, telemetry, observability, it's massive. The integration of packages outside of F5 using stuff like kubevip and integration. This was really fun. I learned a lot from this video. And as you can see, again, over a thousand watched. This one right here is really interesting. The integration of Red Hat and Cluster Manager. We've seen this today. This is going to become bigger and bigger and more of a focus with the multi-cluster stuff. So as you can see over the lifetime of the channel, you can kind of see what a lot of users are really focused on. And once again, thank you everybody to subscribing to this channel, asking questions. I'm here to help you. So if you have questions, please post, reach out to me at F5 or request time on my calendar through your sales organization, your partner organization, or just send me an email so that we can kind of like chat with regards to kind of what's coming next. If you have really good ideas and want to do a joint video on some cool things that you've done. So for example, if you've automated a big IP in a specific way and you want to kind of show your pipelines, or you've integrated CIS into your architecture and you want to kind of show all the really great things that it's doing, please reach out to me so that I can do a joint video with you. I'd love to start some live content and do some live Q&A on how are you using big IP and how are you automating. That would be amazing. You don't have to expose your organization. You can just say, I'm a user, here's kind of what we do. And if you want to, talk about your organization, that's even better. That's what I would love to do next. So if you want to do that live collaboration, please reach out. And I'd love to do that moving forward. Say thank you very much. Really appreciate the subscriptions. Really appreciate the subscribing and the liking of the videos and all the feedback. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.